Well, good morning and welcome to day 2 of VBS, Virtual Bible School. We are seeking Jesus, seeking and exploring our eternal King. And hey, I am really excited because this morning we have 2 very special young ladies as our guests here on our show. Would you please say hello to Lily and Rose Nutt? Woo! Say hi, girls. Hi. There we go. Nice and loud. I love it. So yes, here we are on day 2, and you girls have already been out on the trails this morning, haven't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, what have you been finding?
We found a snake.
Ooh, they found a snake. Is anybody excited about that? I wouldn't be. Yes.
Well, we found the river you told us to.
Ooh, that's right. And have you found any rocks?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Rosie found mine and I found hers.
Wait a second. Are you telling me you found rocks that you painted?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, hey, you know what we need to do, girls? We need to invite people to say hello, like you girls sometimes do when we do our show. So, hey, if you are watching right now, please feel free to text in and say hello, and we will do our best to say hi to you. I don't have enough devices in front of me to look at Facebook, but if you text me, I will say hi, and we'll try our best to do that. And hey, we have a lot going on, don't we, girls? And you know what? I've got to show you. Maybe at the end of the show, I'll show you. Rose and Lily have actually made their own T-shirts for VBS with our little logo and all of our catchphrases. And so at the end of the show, maybe we'll have you stand up and show those shirts off, because I thought that was really cool this morning. But hey, yes, I know some of you have already been out on the trails exploring. And just a little bit of information for today. In your treasure book, your VBS handbook, here in the first couple of pages is the master treasure map. And actually, we are in Zone 2 today, just east of the church in that open space. I'll show that to you in more detail here. The open space just east of the church we call Zone 2. And that covers a lot of trails in what's called the Big Dry Creek open space, or the community college open space. It's a pretty trail. Much of it is paved, some of it is gravel, and some of it goes around a pond in there, doesn't it, Lily? Mm-hmm. And so you can look at that. That map there that you're looking at is on what page is that on? That is on page 15 of your VBS handbook. And that is where we're going to be exploring for rocks and everything this morning. By the way, there are green circles with a P in it. That's parking. If you don't want to walk quite that far, sometimes you can take a shortcut and park somewhere closer to the trail. Like today, you can park at the College Hill Library if you want and save yourself a few steps. And you're always welcome to park at the church. You're welcome to stop in and say hi, use the restrooms or whatever. And girls, what's good to have with us when we're out on the trails in the hot sun?
Bring some hats, a umbrella, and some water.
That's right. Water is really good. Hats are good. Umbrellas are pretty smart because it gets hot, doesn't it? And like the girls said, and also I've gotten other reports, there are snakes out there in the open space, but don't fear. They are harmless. They are garter snakes and bull snakes, and really it's kind of unusual to even see them out there. By now they're probably all hiding, but in the earlier hours or the later hours, sometimes they come out to warm their bodies on that warm concrete. But if you see a snake, it won't hurt you. It didn't hurt you, did it, girls? Mm-hmm. It just made you go, right? That's what it does. Yes, sweetie, go ahead.
Like the big book of the Bible.
Yes.
Tells you about the God of your worship. You have to obey what he says.
Yes, that's right. We have to obey God, don't we, sweetie? Obey God and obey those that he's put in authority over us. And hey, guess what, girls? We have some people to say hi to. Do you want to help me? Uh-huh. Okay, well, Mrs. Abraham, who is Timothy and Faith's mom, says hi to you girls. So let's say hi to the Abraham family. Hi. And Andrea says hello. Hi, Andrea.
Hi.
And Timothy Parrish and his brother, they're watching. Hello.
Hello.
And Ruby Bulkley says hi to you girls. I think you should say hi to her.
Hi.
Hi, Ruby. And Micah and Linnea are watching this morning. Hi, guys. I got to see Micah and Linnea yesterday out on the trails looking for rocks, and that was fun. And Caleb and Kathy are watching this morning. Hi, guys. How are you today? And the Montgomery kids are watching. So we have some friends watching us today. And if you're watching on Facebook, I say hi to you too. I just don't have a way to monitor Facebook this morning because I usually use my wife's phone and she's not here yet this morning. But I just want to thank all of you who are watching with us this morning. And we're looking forward to a good day. Are you looking forward to a good day?
Uh-huh.
I am too. And you know, girls, I forgot to mention this yesterday, but there are actually even a few people that are taking part in our VBS who don't even live in this Denver metro region. There's even a couple of people that are not even in Colorado. And I just want to say hi to those of you who are in that situation, who are with us from a distance. And I want to let you know that even though you maybe can't come to our trails to look for rocks, I want to encourage you to just get a few rocks, paint them up, and put them on trails around your house where you live, and you can have your own treasure hunts looking for those things. So maybe hide rocks from each other. And some of you, I know, we've had people mail the bags to you that have the crafts and everything in it in the book. But if you're participating from a distance, hey, we're with you in spirit, and we love you guys too. So thank you for joining us, and I'm excited that you're with us. So, yeah. So did you girls make the sun visor yesterday?
Yeah.
You did. And yesterday we had a service project to send encouragement cards to people. And who did you make cards for?
We didn't really make some because we forgot.
That's okay, because we have time. We can do that later, can't we? That's right. So there are things for us to do today. We have a whole bunch of rocks on the trails today, like I showed you yesterday, or like I showed you earlier. That trail right there, Zone 2, we think we have something like 75 rocks in that trail, just because it's a large area. But there is a special bonus treasure that we're supposed to look for this morning. And what is it, Lily?
The waterfall.
Rose, did you see the waterfall? Yeah? It's kind of a fake waterfall, but it's still fun.
It's a little waterfall.
It's a little waterfall that people put there, but it's still kind of fun. There's a bridge that crosses over it. So look for that this morning. I think we even gave you a hint on the map where that is. And send us a picture of it. We'd love to see that. As you did yesterday, when you find a rock, what do we do, Lily? What do we do, Rose, when we find a rock?
We paint it and put a cross, and we put a cross.
Lily's telling us how to paint the rock, and that's good. You can still paint rocks, but Rose, what do we do when we find one?
We take a picture of it and we send it to you, and then we put it where it was.
That is exactly right. That's a high five, Rose. That's exactly right. And guys, I want to let you know, people that aren't even from our VBS have found these rocks, and sometimes they've picked them up and they've put them down the other way. So don't just look for rocks that have a cross. Look for any painted rock and pick it up. And if there's a cross on it, you'll know it's part of our VBS. And if there's a Bible verse written on it, you can write that down in your little book. And I suggest you look it up when you get home to see what it tells us about Jesus, okay? Have you girls done that? Have you seen a lot of verses?
Yeah.
Have you seen some verses, Rose? Yeah? What is your favorite rock that you've found, Rose?
The one that was by the snake.
The one that was by the what?
The snake.
The one that was by the snake, she says. Okay, how about you, Lily? What's your favorite rock that you found?
The one I found, it was like a Bible verse.
Okay, can you be a little louder so they can hear you?
It was a Bible verse one.
A Bible verse one, that's right. So there's a lot of those out there. And there's a lot to learn about Jesus, isn't there, girls?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So, and by the way, I didn't mention this yesterday, but we have a bunch of treasure boxes ready for all the kids who've participated, taken part in VBS, that have all kinds of little goodies in it. And later in the week, we'll start making those available. I don't have one to show you, but maybe tonight I will. But there's some good stuff coming, okay? Well, all right. Well, what do you think? Should we learn a little bit about Jesus?
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen. We were talking about this earlier. What is this?
A branch.
That is a branch. That's right. And we were talking about this earlier. Rose, is this branch going to grow fruit?
No.
No? Why don't you think it's going to grow fruit?
Because you cut it off a tree.
Because we cut it off the tree. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How can a branch grow fruit that isn't on the tree?
Because if you if you just put it in the trash, it will grow a new one at that other tree you cut it off.
Can this tree grow fruit when it's not connected to the? Can this branch grow fruit when it's not connected to the tree?
No.
No, it can't. What would we have to do? Do you know sometimes you can actually take a branch that's been cut off and you can stick it back on the tree with tape and stuff, and sometimes it'll reattach and start growing again. Did you know that? If you do it early enough, if you do it soon enough, it's called grafting. It's where you take a branch that's been cut off and you can reattach it, and sometimes it'll get connected and grow. Well, you know, Jesus called himself something in the Bible, and we're going to talk about that, okay? That's what we're going to be looking at today. So I'm going to set this down here. You have a question, Lily?
Can I read that?
Why don't you read this right now, nice and loud so everybody can hear? Go ahead, Lily.
Let's see. Joe 15:4.
John 15:4, right. Remain
in me, and I will
remain
in you.
That's right.
Each branch can
Bear fruit. There you go.
But
it's there you go.
In must
remain
in
the vine.
vine.
That's right. So I'm going to read it now so people at home can hear. Okay, sweetie? It says, Jesus said this. He said, remain in me and I will remain in you. He said, no branch can bear fruit all by itself, just like this branch can't grow fruit all by itself. It has to remain in the vine. He said, neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. And girls, Jesus was saying that we're like this branch here, that this branch can't do anything good unless it's connected to the tree. Well, Jesus called himself the true vine. And we were talking earlier about grapes. These girls don't like grapes. I know, right? I like grapes. Grapes grow on a vine. Grapes grow on a vine, but they can't grow on a vine, on a branch that's been cut off from the vine. So Jesus said, I'm the vine, and you guys are the branches. He said, if a person remains in me and I in him, he will bear much fruit. But apart from me, you can't do anything. That's what Jesus said. Jesus said, if anyone doesn't remain in me, he's like a branch that's thrown away and it withers. And such branches, those are picked up and they're burned in the fire. So, girls, we are like branches. Jesus was telling us that if we're going to do anything useful, if we're going to grow fruit in our lives, we have to be in Jesus. We have to be connected to him, just like a branch to a tree. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah?
What? Pick that up.
Oh, I'll leave it there. Yeah, we pick up our mess after the show. Yeah. We make a mess sometimes, don't we? Mm-hmm. That's right. So today, kids, I want us to be thinking about how we need to be connected to Jesus and what kind of fruit he would like us to be growing in our lives. And I'll give you a hint, it's the fruit of the Spirit. And we can't do that unless we're connected to Jesus either. So Do we want to be like a branch that's been cut off and it's withering and isn't growing fruit and has to be thrown away? Or would we like to be a branch that's connected to the tree and we're growing fruit? Which would we rather be?
I really want to be a healthy branch.
A healthy branch. That's right, a healthy branch that's connected to the tree. So that's very good. Oh, Miss Amy is sending some Facebook comments. Oh, Miss Nancy's watching. Hi, Miss Nancy.
Hi, Miss Nancy.
All right, and the Elder family and Jessica Elliott. Okay, well, thank you for sending those, Miss Amy. Miss Amy keeps us all organized around here. Okay, well, guess what? You girls requested a song for us to play today. And the song we requested, tell us which song it is.
March.
March. Do you want to sing March? All right, now you know how we march around here at church when we sing it. If you want, get up off the couch and march around because here it comes. Let's march. Well, all right. I hope you're all ready to march because there's a lot of walking to do our treasure hunts and also a few other things today. Please take a look at page 13 of your book because that has the things that we have lined up for you today. We have a Bible reading. We want you to read John chapter 15, verses 1 through 8, and that is where Jesus talks about being the true vine and that we're the branches. We have a water canteen as your craft project today. You have felt and materials in your bag for putting that together, and that'll be good for carrying your water with you when you're out looking around. And then our service project today, this is one that always needs to be done. Pull weeds. You can either pull weeds at your house, in your front yard or your backyard, or you can come out here to church and pull weeds because we have plenty. But even better than all of that is if you have somebody that lives nearby, maybe an older person that needs some extra help, ask for their permission and pull weeds for them and do it all for free. But you can bless people by pulling weeds and getting rid of those nasty weeds. And then, of course, our treasure hunt is in Zone 2. And today's family lesson is on pages 16 and 17. Do that at some point today. And then we will see you for our 8 p.m. broadcast. And my guests tonight, girls, are Malachi and Gideon Breeze. So I have 2 sisters this morning, and I'll have 2 brothers this evening. Yes.
We show them our shirts.
I thank you for reminding me. And we're going to show that. Okay, I'm going to sort of. Okay, so if you can see there, she's done. I'm sure Mom helped. But both Rose and Lily have our little logo on the shirt. And then if you want to turn around, there we go. They've got the theme there on the back. Yeah, very good. Now you're making me nervous. I don't want you to fall. Okay, let's turn around now. And let's look at our camera because it's time to say goodbye. I'm going to try and find you guys out on the trails today. I'm thinking I might even bring a super soaker out. And say hello to you that way. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys today. I hope you have a wonderful day of VBS, and we will see you here again tonight at 8 p.m. Girls, is there anyone you want to say hello or goodbye to?
I want to say
Go ahead.
Bye, Ruby.
Oh, she says goodbye, Ruby, and we say goodbye to all of you. Let's all wave at our camera.
Bye.
And have a great day, folks. We love you guys, and we will see you later. Remember to keep seeking.